What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jim here with another deck profile, and today I'm with
RAMIRO style PETRASSO.
Awesome. What did you do and what did you play?
Okay, so I played Heroes and I got first at a tournament for these bad boys. The first place prize, 3 forbidden droplets. We won it all. The drip. The forbidden drip.
Let's go. Awesome, man. Love to see it. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, so the biggest shout outs goes to the Yu-Gi-Oh club at the University of Washington. They're my crew. They're the best Yu-Gi-Oh friends that anyone could ever hope for. These droplets are for our club binder, our team binder, and thankfully I managed to pull it out because we took a great group of duelists to this tournament, they were there cheering me on. I definitely could not have done it without them. Yeah, I obviously want to give a huge shout out to my boy Jim for cheering me on for doing this video. A big shout out to my boy Steven for helping me with this for helping me build this deck. And a big shout out to all the Hero fans out there.
All right. Sounds good. Let's get into the list.
Okay, yep. So the build is going second Heroes, 42 in the main. So first off, we played 3 Stratos. I think Stratos is the absolute best normal summon in this deck. So this is a going second deck, so the fact that you can toolbox with Stratos, like both of Stratos' effects, comes up a lot. So his effect is that you can either search a hero when it's summoned, or you can pop spells and traps up to the number of other hero monsters you control. So a lot of people, when they build heroes, they focus on normal summoning Vion rather than Stratos. I think that's incorrect for 2 reasons. First of all, the regular combo already gets you Vion's effect. So a lot of the times, if you focus on normal summoning Vion instead, you'll get 1 less search, which a lot of the times does make the difference between getting the OTK and having to wait another turn. Also, as I said, the spell and trap pop effect comes up a lot. So in this format, there's a lot of back row. You need to pop those blackouts, you need to pop those anti-spells, you need to pop those orders, and that's really important with Shreds.
Right. Yeah, I agree. Especially with Swordsoul running rampant, you definitely want to get rid of the blackouts.
Exactly. Yeah. If you leave blackout unanswered, it will definitely destroy you. But it's really easy to answer the Shreds, so that comes up a lot. Next up, we played 2 Shadow Mist. This is one of your main extenders. You use it to pitch off of Ferris or Vion, and it gets you a search. Or when it's special summoned, you can search a mass change from your deck to your hand. So you want to play 2 because a lot of the times when you miss the OTK, you need the second one to get off of the crackback when you put back your increase. And it's really it's a pretty good draw. You don't want to draw multiple, so that's why you don't play 3. But drawing it helps you chain block your Ferris to make it go through. We played 2 Liquid Soldier. This is a non-standard ratio. I realize that a lot of people play only 1. I think 2 is really good. So the reason why is because a lot of the times in this deck you'll need so a lot of times like in this deck after you OTK them game 1, they'll make it go first. And when you do when that happens, you oftentimes need to summon a Dark Claw to close it out. So when that happens, that'll usually, like all of the times, involve a combo where you normal summon Liquid Soldier, Revive Mist, and then you search a mass change. When you mass change your Shadow Mist next turn for Dark Claw, you usually get a search. Off of that search, the best target is almost always the second Liquid Soldier. The reason why is because it's the most impactful normal summon in the deck. If they throw a lot of resources to out your Dark Claw, you plop down the second one, get the second Dark Claw for free, and that's a lot of times that's just GG right there. And also, it helps you get the full effect of Stratos off of just 1 normal summon for the pop spell and traps, which is really important. The one Honest Neos standard. You discard it. Hero monster gains 25 attack. One really cool thing about this card is that because you can activate it at any point, rather than just the battle phase, you can discard it when you get targeted for dogmatic punishments to boost them over like the attack of like any monster that they have in their extra deck, and that'll basically just stop the punishment from resolving. So basically, any hero monster that you target with this will be like over 4k, and they never play a 4k monster in the extra deck. So that just stops the punishment, and a lot of times they'll need that punishment. They'll need that punishment to go through to stay in the game. We played the 2 Vion. Because we're maxing on starters, we didn't really need the 3rd. But yeah, you do need the 2nd in case you either draw it and you need to special summon off increase, or in case you need to follow up.
Gotcha.
Yep. 2 increase. Similar reason. If you draw it, you want to have the second one in deck because if not, it invalidates your main combo. So this really isn't a bad draw for two reasons. One, this is a fusion deck. A lot of the times, like when you have an extra hero in hand, it's just extra poly fodder, which is really good. Also, you can discard it off Ferris to get the effect going. Being able to discard it off of Ferris to place the other from deck is really good, because if you get interrupted, you can use the second effect, where if you take damage, you play in the spell and trap card zone, and that'll be enough to play through interrupts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure it feels bad too to draw to 1-up.
It feels real bad, yeah. A lot of people were experimenting with it, and I knew it was wrong right away. A lot of people are coming back to 2 now. 2 should be the standard. You never play 3, you never play 1. 2 is the standard. Heart and Soul of the deck, triple vision hero Ferris. You summon it, you place a vision hero, usually almost always increase, from your deck to your spawn trap card zone. You can discard a hero to summon it from hand. This is the main. This is the bread and butter combo. This is what you search for Stratos most of the time. Yeah, this is also what sets up the Stratos pop. Yeah, it's obviously like a revolutionary card. It's really good.
I'm sure it based out a lot of interactions too, right? Everybody wants to stop the Ferris.
Exactly, yeah. A lot of people try to stop Ferris, and you have a lot of ways in this deck to stop them from stopping you. Mm-hmm. So if they try to hit it with like a Chi Shao, a Droplet, and Imperm, you can send it away with your own droplets. You can send it away with Mass Change. If they do stop it, so this card does lock into heroes if the card resolves, but it only locks you into heroes if the card fully resolves, which means that if they do stop you, but they leave the body, you link it away and you go into Verde.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, yeah, at worst it's still an extender. So this is that's what makes this card really good.
For sure, definitely something to keep in mind.
Exactly. Yep. And then last but not least, for the actual monsters, we played the Vision Hero package. We played 2 Malicious, 1 Denier. In Pure Hero, you don't play Dasher or Celestial. These bad boys are exactly what you want. So these guys, so Malicious, you can banish it from the graveyard to summon the other copy from deck. And Denier, if you have another Destiny hero in field or grave, you can summon it from the graveyard once per duel. And once per turn, if it's summoned, you can place a in deck or banished hero on top of your deck. So basically, this is your second and third copies of Malicious. If you already use Malicious, you summon this, put back the first Malicious, and then you go Malicious again. So these guys are really strong. So just these 2 in grave, nothing else on field, nothing else in hand, nothing else. That's just OTK by itself. These 2 are they're the strongest crackback that you can get, and the fact that you can go into these off of Fusion Destiny makes Fusion Destiny the best card in your deck. For the hand traps, we played 2 of hand traps. We played 2 Nib, 2 Ash, 2 Droll, and 2 Imperm. I played 2 of hand traps for 2 reasons. So first of all, I want to be able to get like 2 different hand traps in hand when I draw multiples. I never want to draw I don't want to draw 2 of the same one. And running 2 3-ofs or 2 3-ofs and 2-of makes it more likely that you'll draw 2 of the same. And the other reason that we run 2-ofs is that we play cross on the side, and this gives you more versatility to be able to toolbox with the cross out targets.
For sure, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. And I think these are the strongest ones. Yeah, for sure.
How's Droll been for you?
So Droll in the main has been absolutely amazing. So in our area, Seattle, both Invoke, Dogmatica, and Bird Up are really common, and Droll just hard stops them both. Droll in the main is absolutely amazing. If you're a Seattle duelist, you definitely want this in your main deck. Yeah, and even then, if you get paired against Swordsoul, it's honestly not bad against Swordsoul. A lot of the times, it'll stop them from going to your Predator, because when they search for emergence, you just roll them, and they can't search for Predator.
Definitely want to stop that Protoss.
Definitely want to stop that Protoss, especially in this deck, which plays a lot of darks. We played the two fusion spells, the Poly and the Miracle Fusion. These are really the only ones that you want. You never want. So what I found is that in this deck, you never really want to play more than 2 fusion spells. Reason why is because the fusion spells are the worst cards to hard draw in the deck. Because having multiples a lot of times means that you have less cards less cards to interact with your opponent, which a lot of times in a going second deck like this will definitely mean the difference between game or not. That's why we don't play Dark Calling or Malicious Bane. So Dark Calling is the least impactful fusion spell in most hero decks. and you never want to draw it like in any circumstance. Like unlike for example like Poly a lot of times like can serve as an extender, and Dragon the Miracle Vision in the late game is basically just like a bomb, because like if you have Liquid Soldier engraved, you activate it, draw 2, go into a fusion, and you just that's a huge swinging card advantage in the mid and late game. That's usually enough to close out the game. Miracle Dark Calling, however, useless in hand, only has 1 target. Definitely a fusion spell that you shouldn't be playing if you want your deck to be consistent. We played the 3 Fusion Destiny. This is 100% the best card in the deck. It's a starter, it's an extender, it's a form of defense, all in one. There's a lot of things you can do with this card. There's like 10 1-card combos that I've found.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so it's a 1-card Trinity, it's a 1-card, obviously it goes in DPE, 1-card Dark Law, 1-card, both DPE and OTK. Yeah, this card does it all. Yeah, this is definitely like the card that you want to be drawing all the time, every game.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, and you guys want to see that combo? We can probably put it in another video. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, then just run it up. And then we get about, let's see, we can get 200 likes on this deck profile. We'll do that combo video. How's that sound, Ramiro?
That sounds perfect. Yeah, you guys get this video to 200 likes. I'm gonna drop the sickest hero combos that the internet has ever seen.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
Let's do it, guys.
All right. Yep. Last extender, the one hero lives. This used to be the best extender in the deck before Burst of Destiny, but yeah, it's still really strong. So it's a 1-card Dark Law. It sets up multiple Stratos searches because Stratos is not hard once per turn. Yeah, this card's really strong.
Nice OT.
Yep. Yeah. You gotta play Max Rarity. Gotta play Max Rarity for the intimidation. Yeah. We played 3 Ecall, and we played the 1 Rhoda. Like I said, we're maxing on starters, so these help you increase your consistency, because a lot of the times like other hero decks don't really like draw their starters enough to like actually like hit combo. And yeah, and so like one really important thing that people don't realize about this is that this isn't hard words per turn, like the newer search cards that like get printed now. Because you can search if you draw 2 or even 3, you're fine, because those just serve to make your combo stronger. So if you draw the first one, you search Stratos. Draw the second one, you search Satamist to discard a Ferris. Draw the third one, you search Liquid Soldier to fuse off of Ferris combo. You can search Honest Neos to play around punishment. Yeah, you honestly like. There's really no reason you shouldn't play 3 of this. I 100% recommend playing through this. And Rhoda, basically the same. You can't search Honest Neos, which kind of sucks, but yeah, it's basically the same as these 3.
Another copy of Stratos.
Yep, another copy of Stratos. Yeah, you want to see the Stratos. Yeah, 3 Mass Change. One of the best extenders in this deck. It's really strong this format, especially with Chi Shao, Imper, and Baylor running around. They target your monster. You Mass Change it away. It's no longer the field. You resolve full effect. And yeah, and obviously like the monsters that it summons, honestly not bad either. Yeah, honestly really strong. Last card in the deck, but almost certainly the MVP of the night. 3 Forbidden Droplets. Yeah, obviously now we have 3 more. Yeah, but we needed the droplets to get the droplets. Yeah, so this card in this deck, I think this card is the strongest stable this format, because obviously like most decks put up 1 or 2 negates, and this hard shuts them down. And Hero honestly is one of the best decks to actually make use of this, because you play a high spell count. You can start with a spell, get it negated, and then send that and a monster to negate their full board. And because you have a lot of engrave effects, you have the Mali, you have the Denier. You have the Shadow Mist. A lot of times, like when you end up pitching, lets you go even more plus. So yeah, so like you can like this is like one of the only decks where you can safely like pitch 4 for droplets and still OTK. Yeah, and that comes up a lot. That's it for the main deck. 42 in the main. Now we're off to the extra deck. So for Mastering targets, we played 2 Dark Law, we played the Acid, we played the Blast, and we play the Yankee. So this card needs an introduction. Honestly, like one of the cards that people are most afraid of when they think of heroes. Yeah, this hard shuts down a lot of decks. It doesn't hard shut down Swordsoul, unfortunately, but it hard shuts down basically every other deck in the meta. So this is important. A lot of times when you're playing against back row. And it comes up a lot because like a lot of the times you need your Liquid Soldier play to go through to pop back row. And if you have this, you just chain the Mass Change. You pop the rest of the back row. That leaves you enough for a TK. So Blast is kind of similar. The fact that it can clear like back row on your opponent's end phase is really, really good. So like the attack modification effect is also deceptively strong. So this card, because it has that effect on summon, to half attack, you can summon Stratus, get it like negated. You can like chain the mass change, half their Appaloosa. They obviously have to negate. They obviously have to negate because like Appaloosa is an attack-based card. And then you can chain you can chain this effect in the same chain to bounce a back row. They can't Appaloosa that turn, so you can beat like a savage or whatever. Yeah, so like this card's really good. It's really good at chipping away at their board to make sure that your full combo goes through. Anki, a lot of times it's important for damage. So like it's really good for playing around nib. I have used the attack directly effect a couple times to get that last bit of damage in. For the poly targets, we played Sunrise, Ab-Zero, and Trinity. So this isn't really a poly target because most of the times you're summoning this, searching Miracle Fusion, and then going into this. But yeah, these are the only like polyable. These are the only monsters that you're really trying to poly. A lot of people are cutting Trinity. That's honestly like really incorrect. Yeah, this card is really, really good also for playing around nib because you can say if you have say like a Droplets, you can Droplets send away like a Shadow Mist, Search of Ion. And then when you get that, if you think they have nib, you just go into this right away, and you can get to it under 4 summons. And it's really, really good. Interacts really well with Droplets because Droplets have their attack. If they have like a 3 or 4 monster board, you just negate the full board, go into this, just attack 3 times again. For the Fusion Destiny targets, we played the DPE. We played the Dangerous. So DPE, obviously, like one of the strongest cards in the format. It's really strong. It's really strong in a deck that can actually support it because like even if they out it, if they send it back to your extra deck, if they banish it, if they like Zeus it away, you can always bring it back. This card's incredibly sticky, and this deck is even stickier. Yeah, the Dangerous. We play this because a lot of times like there's some decks that this isn't really that good against. Dangerous. However, lets you have a 1-card Dark Claw combo off of Fusion Destiny. And that's why we play it.
Okay, for sure. Do you think you can go in a little bit more in depth about why DPE is so good in this deck?
Sure. Yeah. So obviously this card, if you pop it, it's not going to go away. So the three main ways that people have to actually get rid of the card are to banish it, to bounce it to the extra deck, or to like ding it / Zeus it away. If they banish it, what you can do is you use your one second. If they banish it, you use your Destiny Hero Denier, because like a lot of times like they'll have banished it in the graveyard. You bring it back off the effect, you use this effect, put this back in your extra deck, and then you just poly it back. If they Zeus it away, you make this card Cross Crusader, which summons it back on Link Summon. And if they bounce it to your extra deck, you just poly it back.
Right, because it's a Destiny hero. So
exactly, yeah, because it's a Destiny
Cross Crusader can bring back any Destiny hero.
Exactly, yeah. And speaking of, that's exactly why we play 2 Cross Crusader. A lot of decks right now are playing 2 copies of Zeus just because like they have to out this card. If you can trade your 2 Zeuses for your 2 copies of Fusion Destiny, for your 2 copies of Cross Crusader, sorry, you basically just won the game right there. So like a lot of the times like you'll burn 1 doing your full combo to like get some searches going. In that case, you need the second for the grind game. Yeah, we played the 1 Wonder Driver. Yeah, this card's also important in the grind game. It helps you reuse poly if they bounce back the DP. Yeah, so a lot of people I think use this card incorrectly. A lot of people use this. A lot of people like burn this on the first turn just to like get like 2 Dark Claws on the field just to summon Sunrise first turn. If you do that, a lot of times like you become really vulnerable to like really common staples like Forbidden Droplets, Nib, and Evenly Matched. Yeah, so this card is a lot better used in the grind game to just get back to the game and recycle your fusion spells. 1 Dread Decimator comes up a lot in MTKs. The 1 Bird Anaconda. So this comes up a lot for playing under playing under Nib as well. You can get to this under 4 summons. Just bring out the DP, and what that'll do is that'll give you an interrupt, and that'll give you like the best crack back for next turn. Because for next turn you have Malicious and the Denying Grave, just to decay them back. That's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, we played 1 Pank. This card's honestly like this card was the MVP of the tournament as far as the side deck is concerned. I drew it a bunch of times. It outs floodgates. It's an extra bit of damage, and it's monster removal. This is honestly like one of the best cards to draw. We played the 2 Gamma Seal. I really only ever saw this once in the tournament. So funny story about these. These were supposed to be Guitarlas. I actually filled out the deck list wrong in the card, and when we got to top cut, I got deck checked, and I got 1 game loss because I had Guitarlas instead of Gamma Seals in my extra deck. So I didn't go into Guitarlas at all in Swiss, and I only went into them once in top cut. And yeah, even though I never saw the Guitarlas, they still lost me a game, which was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you really want the Gamma Seals to out so they're really good against rogue matchups, which you can also expect to face a lot of. So this clears away like things like the Arrival Cyrus Agnister, clears away like random like 1-up interrupts. You know, like the Proto City can't really out it. You know. Yeah, if it's the Guitarla, it clears away the Wind Barrier Statue as well, which is really important. Yeah, I definitely recommend having the Kaijus in your extra deck for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, it also clears away Border and Ryo and like in stun matchups, which you know a lot of people playing Eldlich do side in.
Right. And it definitely could be a tough matchup for you.
Exactly. Yeah, it can be a tough. It can be a tough matchup. So this deck can actually like. So this deck can trade very favorably with back row, but when they draw floodgates like Border. It actually does like swing the matchup in the favor. So like you can play if you can win, but you can win if you can't play. That's what the Kaijus are for. For back row removal, we played two Twin Twister and 1 Duster. So we played Twin Twister over Lightning Storm because these are better against Imperial Order and Anti-Spell. And also, yeah, you don't really play Cycling in this deck. You're really trying to get value. So like like I said earlier, a lot of your cards have discard effects. So you don't really mind the cost. You really are trying to just trade out from multiple back row. Oh yeah, Duster, it's just too good to play. Last in the side deck, we have 3 Cross Crusader, 3 Cross Crusader, sorry, 3 Cross Out Designator. We also have 1 Revolt as a cross out target. So this is really strong in the invoked matchup because they play a lot of hand traps and they play like a large variety like us. We can use this to stop usually like whatever they throw at us. We play the 1 Revolt as a specialized crossout target because so for 2 reasons. So first of all, it's really hard to hand trap pure Tri-brigade. Reason being because like they have the Gamma to protect the Fractal. You know, like if they have Imprint, they can usually just normal summon another guy. They can usually just summon the Chaos, to get back in combo. But the trade-off for that is that they basically just need the Revolt to resolve to establish their grind game. And yeah, you can't really play Bell easily to like negate Revolt because a lot of times they'll have Appaloosa. But if you cross out Revolt, they don't really have a good way to interact with it. And that's why this is basically like the best thing you can have against pure Tri. Just because like they're so dependent on establishing Revolt to get to the grind game. A lot of times if they trade evenly with you and you do this, they're down to top decking and you're better at top decking.
Yeah, probably just blow them out from there.
Exactly, yeah. The 1 Reboot, we play this to stop Anti-Spell, to stop Border. A lot of people side that in combo to protect their own boards. Yeah, and we reboot to just make sure that our board breakers go through. So we play 1 going first card, the Sanctums, as well as the Scythe. Oh yeah, and this another important thing is that the Scythe can serve as a cross-out target against Phantom Knights, but that doesn't really come up. We didn't really face any Phantom Knights in the past few weeks. Not at all in the tournament. But Sanctum, definitely the best. Best gun first card to board in this deck. So for a couple reasons. So first of all, I don't really like D-Barrier like as a blanket for going first option. Just because like a lot of decks do have two different summoning mechanics. So like for example, if you think about something like Bird Up, they can both link and Synchro, in which case they can both link and XYZ, in which case the barrier only really stops XYZs. If you think about Milk Dogmatica Shadal, they can really if you call Fusion, they can still do their Dogmatica plays, which is still really powerful. This hard stops most things. Stops them from putting a monster in the extra deck in the graveyard for Maximus. Stops them from both linking and XYZing. And the fact that it actually leaves you with the body face up to use this beast stick also comes up because again this is an OTK deck. Alright, that's it for the deck.
Awesome. Would there be any changes you would make?
Yeah. So the one change that I'm gonna make, as I said, was the Guitarlas instead of the Gamma Seals. You know, the one barrier statue is not a very common pick this format. A lot of people are dropping in favor of Avion. However, you can still get like cheese by it. So just for that, I would play the Guitarlas over the Gamma Seals. Yeah, that's mostly it.
Okay, awesome, man. Thank you for the deck profile. Congrats on your win. And for everybody watching, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna see you in the next one.
Yep.
Peace.
See you guys.